Homelessness is multifactorial. Our homeless population, if we don't do something about it, will just grow and grow and grow. I'm Keith Brockbank. I work for a charity called It Takes a City. So the Cambridge Homelessness Charter was formed because we know that to end homelessness, it's going to take a multiple group of stakeholders. You can't, as one organisation, end homelessness. So we've formed a collaboration group, which currently has more than 150 members and actually has about 90 organisations who have agreed to work together to end homelessness. So we have a shared goal. And we've split that work up into 6 pillars of change: data, information, housing, health, support, and employment. So because we know that for someone to make that complete journey from being sleeping rough or homeless through to being completely integrated in the community takes all of those different things to come together. Well, the first thing I'd like to say is that the donation was such an amazing Christmas present. So the £20,000 landed in our bank account on Christmas Eve. What better Christmas present as an organisation could you have? And what we're doing is capacity building. So we're looking at generating a programme of change, and therefore this isn't about individual initiatives to do small things. This is about building the infrastructure and organisation that will enable us to actually end homelessness. So how can we do that? And that's what this grant will enable us to do, and it pays salaries and expenses and things like that that are enabling us to do that. With other people, we've arranged small bursaries which have enabled them to stay in their accommodation where they were perhaps building up a bit of debt. Day to day they could afford things, but actually there was a bit of historic debt. We've managed to arrange a couple of bursaries where that historic debt has been paid for. Homelessness is an enormous issue for Cambridge on a number of bases. Firstly, Cambridge is prosperous, but it is also just about the most unequal city in Europe. So you can go to wards in Cambridge that are in the bottom 5% as far as wealth in Europe, and you can go to wards in Cambridge that are in the top 5%. So yes, there's prosperity, but it doesn't spread as prosperity to all. So the other reason homelessness becomes a problem in Cambridge is not only Cambridge residents, where there is a problem, but also people who are coming in from outside, whether they're care leavers, people being discharged from the armed services, etc. There are a number of ways in which our homeless population, if we don't do something about it, will just grow and grow and grow because of Cambridge being that magnet. Our aim is to help 100 people out of homelessness. And then we're hoping to grow from there to the overall aim is in a 3 to 5 year period to see if we can make a really, really serious dent in homelessness in Cambridge, which probably means somewhere between 200, 250 people being helped. So there's a growth that we're planning. Homelessness is multifactorial. If it was only a roof over people's head, we would only need to work with the people who are putting roofs over people's heads. But because it's about people having the right information so that homelessness can be prevented, because it's about health, both mental health and physical health, because it's about employment and actually people being able to earn a living that sustains them. Therefore, you need that collaboration. You know, who's going to employ people if it's not businesses? Who's going to help with the support if it's not the voluntary sector organisations? Who's going to help with health if it's not the NHS? So we recognise that we need this kind of multi-stakeholder collaboration, working together and seeing the problem in the same way. So having a common idea of what problems there are, and therefore an innovative way of actually providing solutions. And really the thing is, involvement and participation is key. Yes, we do need funding, and we're really grateful for the funding from Cambridge Building Society, but actually people and involvement and actually saying, I'm prepared to put my brain power in and help with employment or with health and come up with innovative solutions. We're really looking for participation from people. And that's why 150 people are already involved, and we're hoping for many more.